Hey guys, so my name is Zingah and I know next to nothing about Fnaf these days. I have not caught up with the franchise at all. So this is exactly why today, right now, completely unscripted, I'm gonna explain the whole franchise to you. As far as I can remember it, from all the recollections and cultural osmosis that I have done. I have a head-splitting headache right now. I feel delirious, so let's just start. Okay, so it starts with this guy. His name was Henry Emily, right? Now Henry, he made the mimic. It was very difficult to put the pieces together, so Henry made the mimic and he had a workshop too, that's important. He had a workshop where he made animatronics and stuff, right? So he made a mimic. It did what its name suggested, it mimicked stuff, I think. Anyway, so Henry had a wife and a son, and the wife died, and the mimic, it started mimicking the mom. So it was mom mimic, and then that was all fine, but then Henry's son just kind of fell apart and died. I don't know what happened. He just kind of died. So what he did is he after a suggestion from the mom mimic, he pulled out the thing that made the mimic the mom mimic, and he copied it and tried to teach it again to be his son. And it did work perfectly fine. It became his son, but the thing is, Henry at that point, he was just kind of cuckoo, cuckoo, abudu. And so he started beating the crap out of that thing. That eventually taught it violence, so then it killed him, I think, maybe. Anyway, so moving on. During all of this, William Afton, he's gonna be important later on. Remember that name, William Afton. William Afton and his friend Henry Emily, they were doing a hostile takeover of Henry's workshop. Was his name Henry? Oh no, it was Edwin. Oh god, it was Edwin. Oh god. Oh. Anyway, so they were doing a hostile takeover of Edwin's workshop, and oh, I really messed that one up. I really messed it up. Anyway. So William Afton and Henry Emily, they were doing a hostile takeover. They were stealing all the employees and all that stuff. So eventually they made Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. No, they made actually Fredbear's Diner, something like that, I don't know. And it was all fine. It was a fine restaurant. It had these spring lock suit that could be put on an animatronic, and it would be an animatronic, or you could pull it out and put it on. That's what the spring locks did. But if they made an accident, you would just you will die, because springs got into your body and it's just really painful and all that. So it was all fine and dandy. Until William's first son. I think his name was Michael Afton. Oh god, that was disgusting. So Michael, he had this younger brother, and his name was the Crying Child, right? And he bullied the Crying Child, so eventually during one of those bully sessions, they would put him inside Fredbear's, and Fredbear, he was this big golden bear, right? In the Fredbear's Diner, Fredbear. So they put him in there, and Fredbear felt I don't know why, he just chomped on his head. The jaw just went down. And they killed the Crying Child, I think. Question mark. And William really didn't like that for some reason. I can't imagine why, because I think during that, after or previously, I don't know, he had a daughter named Elizabeth Afton, and she died because of a suit that he made, not a suit, animatronic that he made, Circus Baby. That became a sister location to Freddy Fazbear's. So more on that in Fnaf sister location. Let's just move on to Fnaf 1. So in Fnaf 1, at that point, no wait, in Fnaf sister, in Fnaf sister location, Michael, now an adult, he would work at the sister location to release all the souls, I think, maybe, I don't know. But then they rebelled or something, and they became Ennard, and Ennard went inside Michael, and then he became Purple as a result. He became purple. and then he died, but then he came back and he swore to destroy Freddy Fazbear's because he hated his dad, I guess. And before that, his dad also became Springtrap. He died. I think that was like, I don't know when that happened. I lost the plot. So then FNAF 1 happens, I think. And what was that? Freddy? Let's just move on. So, FNAF 1, right, FNAF 1. So then he disassembled all those animatronics, but they fired him as a result. So then he got employed at FNAF 3. And then he met his dad there, because his dad was Springtrap. Because he got Springtrap, and Spring, like springs, you know, quit-down. And then he burned his dad alive, so then he worked at FNAF 6 Pizzeria Simulator, and that also burned down with him and Henry Emily too. And they all died, I think. And then FNAF 7 Containment Breach? What was it called? Security Breach? I think that was the name, Security Breach. Glamrock Freddy, I guess, and Gregory. Not the house type, just normal Gregory. And Vanessa. Oh yeah, right. Help Wanted, there was this one chick, and she was like one of the developers or testers, and she got possessed by like a spirit code mimic of William Afton, and then he turned her evil. But then in Security Breach, I guess she gets better in the canon ending, maybe, I don't know. And then what was the little girl's name? I forgot. Anyway, let's just call her Molly, I forgot her name. She goes into the Security Breach to like save Gregory, but it turned out she was actually tricked by the mimic who was there, because apparently that place was built on top of Edwin's workshop. And so the mimic was just there casually, I guess, and he got released by her, I think. And yeah, no, that's all of FNAF as far as I remember. Thank you for listening.